What's up, bro?
Welcome, welcome. What's up, brother? How you doing? How you
Are
doing?
we live? Is the recording going?
It is fucking going.
Oh yeah, I'm doing great, bro. Got a Corona. What are you sipping on?
A little Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze
Oh
action.
man, you on that IPA shit?
Well, I got a beard. I have to live up to
It just
it.
opens the pores for the beard specifically.
It's weird. I didn't even have a beard until I started drinking IPAs. It fucking grew, man. I don't know how that works.
All right, bro. So I'm sure you've heard about the story of the giant found in Afghanistan by the military, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think I remember reading about that, bro. They sent some Marines out to they were like looking for a lost there was like a squad that went missing, right? And they were fucking
Yes,
okay,
exactly. So
cool.
if you don't know the story, in 2002, an elite tactical team was said to have killed a giant in Kandahar, which is in Afghanistan. And they said it had red flaming hair, 6 fingers on each hand. Notice the number six,
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
little mock to Christ, but and two sets of teeth like a shark.
Oh, what the fuck?
Isn't that something, bro? And
Two
so
sets of teeth, bro.
yeah, and so you had it exactly right. There was a team, I think just Marines. Let me see if I can pull that up. I'm reading from allthat'sinteresting.com, by the way. This is just a private owned business. This is not fact, but this is the story.
Yes, yes. I mean, come on now. Most of the fact people say this is all bullshit. Most of the
Of
shit we're gonna
course.
talk about moving forward, you
Yeah.
fact fuckers, is bullshit.
Yeah, so it just says the military in Afghanistan. So I'm gonna assume it was a Marine group. They
Okay.
went missing and they were not picking up any radio calls and they sent no distress signals or anything like that. So they sent a specialized group, which has not been confirmed as to what branch they're from. They sent that group out to look for them, and um, they knew the general area they were in, apparently. And so as they're hiking through these caves, they find just a chaotic scene of gear just scattered everywhere, but no bodies yet.
Oh
And so they
shit.
travel a little further past this cave, and then they find their whole dead crew, as well as a 15-foot giant that apparently threw a spear and killed one of the special force members. And then
He's using a spear.
a spear, yeah, like like a Lord of the Rings or something.
Yeah, it's primitive technology. He's like a fucking the orc giant.
Yeah. And so apparently they unloaded on the giant for a total of 30 seconds before killing it.
I heard they
And
like almost decapitated him, if I remember right. They were like fucking cutting his neck up, dude.
damn, yeah, I'm
I
sure that's
remember
in here. I'm just
I
trying to
remember reading
summarize.
something about that. They were saying
Yeah.
they were like training the soldier. This was a big part that I remember is that they were like in this training, they were training the soldiers to aim high in the you know, firearms training and the marksman training
Yeah.
in
So,
base. They were training them to shoot high, which is like, why shoot high? Why am I shooting high? You know what I mean? Like
right.
that might be why.
Yeah, that's weird. And then listen to this. Between them, the squad was armed with full auto M4 carbines, recon carbines, semi-automatic, and M107 Barrett anti-material rifles, firing 50 BMG or .50. And it says this much firepower concentrated on one target for 1 second, let alone 30, would be extremely destructive.
So this motherfucker was basically bulletproof. Was just taking this round like it was breakfast.
Yeah. And so apparently they hauled the body away, never to be seen again or reported on.
Typical of the government. They like to steal all the evidence, take it away.
Yeah. So that's a story back in 2002.
A story that I'm sure most people have long forgotten about, and I'm sure is written off like some, you know, tall tale or legend of the
Oh,
land type shit. And it's
oh,
like,
for sure.
I
Yeah,
don't
and
know.
so where that all comes from was some uh what's the word? Some anonymous interview with a soldier only referred to as Mr. K. So that's where that comes from.
Interesting. Oh, it makes
Yeah.
it so hard, playing devil's advocate for these conspiracies. It makes it so hard to have stuff to go off of because then these motherfuckers hide like their goddamn Matrix character, Mr. K. It's like, what does
Yeah.
that name even mean? Come on.
Yeah.
I need some credentials. I need somebody to trust. They
You
don't
can
ever
call
give
me
us anything to work off.
Mr. Blue from now on, Cam.
I love it.
I wonder
Love
if
it.
that cave where he was killed is anywhere near a ley line.
Dude, oh my goodness. Very well could be. For anybody that doesn't know what a ley line is, and this is probably pretty important for the title of what we call this fucking thing we're doing here. A ley line are basically straight alignments on the grid of the planet that seem to correspond and meet up in spots where civilization is thriving. You know what I mean? And like, the for example, the pyramids meet on a ley line and that meets up with fucking Rome on the same ley line. It's very interesting stuff,
Wow.
man. And the people that believe in these ley lines, they believe that cultures that had understanding of these and what they are electromagnetical, you know, points on the earth and just concentrations, and that these ancient cultures had a knowledge of those and would then build structures there because they recognize that's where there would be the most, chance of prosperity. And
Wow.
it's just compelling shit. It's compelling shit. And I personally live in Colorado Springs, which meets up on a ley line. And if anybody's done any research about Tesla or any of his stuff, NORAD is here. But there's some weird shit going on here in Colorado Springs. You
Yeah.
know, very interesting spot on the map. And I don't know, ley lines very well could be some woo woo shit, but I think there's something to it. It's very
Well,
compelling.
they can't be because so you say the pyramids are on it and
Yeah,
it lines
man.
up with Rome. So
Yes.
then that must mean that it also lines up with like Stonehenge and other unexplainable phenomena like that.
Yes, yes. And I don't know if it necessarily lined like the same ley line, but absolutely it's on a ley line.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
all, yeah, all that stuff is so crazy. There's just these huge, unimaginable structures created so long ago. I'm sure you've seen the conspiracy theories coming out now, not theories, whatever, about how the pyramids could totally be improperly dated.
Yes. Oh yeah,
Have you
dude.
seen some of that?
Yes, Graham Hancock's been a huge
That's the
proponent of
one.
that for years, man. He's always been talking about that with Fingerprints of the Gods, his fucking amazing book.
Yes. So we're
Dude,
talking about like who knows how long ago that these amazing structures were built in perfect alignment all around the world. And they
yeah,
line up with north, south, east, and west. They line up with the North Star, all of them like that far apart
I know. I know. Well,
in
and
a perfect line. It's freaky.
one of the freakiest pieces of evidence for me, too, and this is like a good one for all the science buffs, dude, but the coordinates of the Pyramid of Giza, the
Yeah.
fucking big pyramid, is the speed of light. It's that number.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that.
Dude, isn't that fuck like come on?
That's weird.
Too much stuff is weird for it to be a coincidence. There are no coincidences. That's my belief.
Yeah, completely agree.
Yeah, I thought that was compelling. When I saw that, I was like, what the? No
Yeah.
way, no way.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, there was certainly some sort of otherworldly force on that because they're just too perfectly aligned. You
Yeah.
know,
And so you said the ley lines are areas on the Earth of like high gravitational pull or high
oh
energy
yeah, electromagnetic fields mostly.
electromagnetic
Yeah,
fields.
yeah, because this we live in an electric planet. It's an
Right.
electric universe, and like there's points where that is stronger. We have our north and our south pole.
Yeah.
And so it's, our polarizing sides, and that creates the energy on the planet and that energy field,
Right.
which protects us from atmospherical damage, like
Yep.
fucking the sun, man, sun flares. Otherwise, we'd be toasted by the sun. But because of
Crazy.
that electromagnetic field and the atmosphere that our planet creates, it.
Right.
we got some, I don't know, scientists will chalk it off like it's some science shit, but it's magic shit going on.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's just too perfect.
What about the theories of like how there was different suns back in the day?
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, I love this one because there's always these like tropes about sun worship, you know, and going back to like Mesopotamia, they had the sun gods and shit. And every culture around the planet has their sun god. But then there's
Right.
also this sect of worshipers who, and nowadays they're called like, it's like Saturn worship,
Right.
but they would worship the dark sun. And so back in that time, there was two suns in the sky, dude, and there was the light sun and the dark sun. Because obviously, the sun that was what was Saturn wasn't making any light. It couldn't emanate light, so it's just a fucking blotch in our atmosphere,
Yeah.
But
Dang.
it was worshipped and it affected our electromagnetic field just like our sun does and our moon does,
Yeah.
and that gave birth to a lot of these like ancient like Saturn worshiping cults,
Yeah.
and Saturn in the Roman sect of mythology is looked at as like the opposer, you know,
Yeah.
and it's seen like that in a lot of different like I'm trying to think what the name is. I think that's Kronos is
Yeah.
how they relate it in Greek. So Saturn is Kronos.
Dang.
Yeah. And have you heard the story about Kronos and how he was eating his children because it was
Yes.
prophesized that one of his children would destroy him.
Learned that from God of War, baby. Let's go.
Goddamn right. Kratos is the champion all day and all night.
Dang, so real quick, not to pull you off, but like, so you saying all that just made me think of this. So obviously the moon reflects the sun, right?
Yeah,
And it comes off as like a bright white light.
yeah, yeah.
So if Saturn was close enough to be, I'm sure the way you would see it is probably off reflections, right?
Either reflection or a silhouette.
Or silhouette. And so Saturn is completely made of different stuff, right?
I don't know. I thought, is Saturn solid or is it gaseous?
I don't know. Do you know?
I'm gonna ask Google because
Let's
Google
get
knows more than me.
let's get Jamie on that real quick.
Jamie,
But
pull that up, man.
yeah. But anyways, just imagine what the sun reflecting off of that. I might be smoked here, but imagine what it would look like. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And so then you just get to sit there and you're picking planets because they look amazing. And you're like, I'm worshiping that one.
yeah, that's the one. It's got rings. That's the one. So I pulled it
Is
up
it
here.
gaseous though?
It is. It's a gas giant. It has no solid surface,
Oh, geez, dude, I'm smoked.
which means, dude, it may very well have looked ridiculous in the
Okay, well
sky.
then, yes, still it's gonna look crazy.
But then there's like, I don't know, there's just weird things that carried through time, like the sects that kept believing, and like sex, not like sex, but sect. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
these
got you.
little groups of fucking people that believe in this Saturn worship. They wear this dark clothing always. It's black, and it's the black cube of Saturn. It's always black. That's the color associated with this belief and this religion.
Dang.
And so it very well could have looked different, but it's just weird. Why I don't know why they harness the power of that fucking color. What is
No,
it?
that was just my brain thinking, bro. I forgot that you literally said it. They worship the dark sun. I got you.
Well,
My
no,
bad.
no, you made a great point because it is gaseous, and so
Yeah.
like that makes me think like I'm sure, and unless it's some dense fucking gas, I'm sure some light's making it through.
Yeah.
You know,
Damn, bro.
but and so also this also goes back to the halo. You know how halos are referred to in every religious person? They got an angel. They got the halo on.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are the rings of Saturn.
Yes.
It's the same reason we put a wedding ring on. It's the ring of Saturn, dude.
Yeah.
And like that's been long forgotten because now it's just a tradition. Oh, you put a ring on, but
Yeah.
these all trace back to this ring worship and Saturn worship.
Insane, bro.
It's ridiculous. It goes deep, dude. It goes deep, and they'll chalk it up like it's Woo woo, ridiculous. It's no way that's still happening. Come on now, he's a suit and tie businessman. But it's like, no, it's absolutely still happening.
right? Damn, bro. Well, that was fun. You want to go into something a little darker?
Yes, sir. Pretty please.
All right. So obviously it's coming out more and more every day about how people of high power, aka elites, are obsessed with pedophilia, right?
Oh yeah.
So you
Yeah.
have Jeffrey Epstein, the flight logs are coming out.
Oh yeah.
All your favorite celebrities went to that island.
All the good ones.
All of them went. That's why they killed him in prison.
Yeah.
That's why they gonna kill his mistress,
Yeah.
Ghislaine or whatever.
That's why they've been killing a lot of these people. Like I just for shits and giggles, I looked up one of the names. It was this guy fucking it was this French gentleman. I'm not gonna say his name because I'm probably gonna butcher it.
Yeah,
But I looked him up and he was killed in French prison in 2022.
right. Yeah,
And
I
it's
know
like,
who you're talking
oh
about.
man, they're just fucking whacking them.
Yep, yep. And so I think it's funny how um all that stuff happens all over the place and things that most people are just oblivious to. It's amazing, you know. Everything from like I'll just throw out like iCarly,
Yeah.
all the young stars that go through these huge corporations.
Well, and all the feet
So,
worship going on
oh
in
God, I
iCarly.
know that's a whole nother thing, but how come there's so many that come out and say like, yeah, some shit went down. That's trafficking too,
Oh,
you know?
absolutely. Absolutely. Dude, all those auditions that they run and like all the like campaigns that it probably takes to get your kid into the fucking, Disney spotlight. I'm sure it's not like, oh, hey, one audition, hey, she's our Carly, it's like it doesn't work like that. She needs to go
Oh
through the
yeah.
ringer, bro.
Oh yeah.
And
So I
ah,
think that's always a really fun topic because it's everywhere, bro. Even in the music industry, there's been lots of leaks and stuff that like, oh, you might have to do some things that are a little homosexual
yep.
if you want to do
Oh,
this.
absolutely. Well, and dude, that's always been the thing. And like before it was homosexual, it was like, it was the starlet that was like, oh, you're gonna have to suck some dick, and then you can get on the stage, you know.
Exactly.
But now the tables have turned slightly.
Yeah.
It's still a guy getting his dick sucked, but now it's a guy sucking the dick.
Yes,
You know
yes.
what I mean? It's like it's just so fucked up.
And so like a huge example of that and one that's really eye-opening if you go back and really watch it was like Lil Wayne and Birdman.
Mm,
I don't know if you've seen that.
no.
Okay, so yeah, so if you go back, you can watch videos of when Birdman originally signed Lil Wayne. I think he signed him when he was like 14. Fact check me on that, please. But I think he was like 14 and he lived in this giant house with Birdman and several other artists, right? And on video, they start to get caught kissing a lot on the lips, Lil Wayne and Birdman. And so then finally, like one reporter asked him about it, and he's like, "Oh, like the real G's and the closest gangsters, we kiss. It's cool." And so the dude's like, "All right." And
You're like,
then,
what the no? Okay.
yeah, and then some
He
more
says, all
videos come
right.
out. I know.
Uh,
Some more videos come out, and Lil Wayne calls Birdman daddy, calls him daddy all the time. And
So
then they kiss.
I looked it up. He was 12.
12. So even younger than 14. And so I don't know. I think he was a little bit older when those videos started to come out, but like that shit was going on.
Yeah, so this says that's when he adopted him. So apparently he adopted him.
Oh God, dude, that's just so evil, man.
That's like some what's the name of the like writer Woody
What do you
Woody Allen?
yeah,
That the one that ended up like sleeping with his like adopted daughter, marrying her. Do
I
you know
think
what I'm
so.
talking about?
Yeah, yeah, I think you're right.
Weird shit going on there, bro.
So anyways, to circle back to it, that's just a really good example if anyone wants to look into that. It's really weird. And so
Yeah.
now that you say he's adopted, I didn't even know that. I thought he just went and lived in the house he bought for him or whatever, but
I didn't even know any of that. So I'm
I'll
oh
adopt you and take care of you and change your life, but you gotta kiss me on the lips, boy.
that's super yeah. That's like some pedophilic, like gatekeeper shit.
Oh yeah. And so to circle back to the point, it's everywhere.
It
People
is.
need to realize it.
It's all over the place. Well, and people overlook it. They're like, oh no, it's just, oh,
Yeah.
it's just music industry. They don't
Yeah.
even think about it. They're just like, ah, it's a dope song though,
Yeah.
you know?
And Jeffrey Epstein was he was more sneaky with it and smart with it, grooming them as in like becoming massage therapists
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that, and then being like, oh, like you get all these benefits, now you work for me, we're gonna go out here. Like he was way more smart about it, and that's why he gets supplied to a lot of the big ones.
Yeah.
But like you don't think about the fact that, I think the number again, just talking out of my ass here, but I know it's close to this. I think like 2 million children go. No, that's too much. I think like over half a million. I think over half a million children go missing in America every year. It's
Yeah.
some crazy number like that, and all over the world it's more. And so it's like you start going through the emails. You know the whole Pizzagate thing,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
and so like code for like a boy is a pepperoni pizza,
Yeah.
or
Yeah. It's
no,
so
code for a
fucked
boy is a
up.
hot dog and a girl's a pizza, whatever. Um, So then you start going through like leaked emails of Hillary and stuff like that. The big
Talking about
presidents,
pizzas and hot dogs and
yeah, the big presidents, they don't need Jeffrey Epstein. They can just get children whenever they want to
yeah,
parties and stuff
I
by the
know.
dozens, dude.
Yeah, they
It's
just order. Yeah,
everywhere.
they order them like pizza.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, dude. And this is another tangent, but it's on the Hillary email, and it kind of ties back to the first talking point we had.
Oh
And
yeah, I like
well,
this.
because we were talking about the giant, and
Yes.
I mean, what would you call that giant? What is he? What creature is that?
It's a Nephilim.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, based upon whatever you believe, it could be a lot of things, but I personally certainly would call it a Nephilim.
I agree.
Should we just run that out real quick?
Yeah, man. Tell me what a Nephilim is.
Okay, so to run it down, if you believe in this stuff, um, Satan basically revolts against God.
Mm-hmm.
He gets kicked out of heaven, and multiple angels were actually followers of Satan,
Yeah.
and so they get kicked out with him.
Was there a war in heaven, or was it just like a peaceful, like, all right, get the fuck out, fuck you, we're out, like some
Yeah, I
Nate
don't.
Diaz shit, just cussing on the way out, like,
Yeah. Pussy soft, bro. Um,
uh,
No, so it wasn't a war. There will be like a big, like crazy interdimensional war in the end times, but
yeah,
it wasn't a war. They were just cast out, just like
gotcha.
a snap of the finger. And so, um, a lot of people get this confused. Satan and the angels were not sent to hell. They're not in hell right now, ruling hell yet. Hell is a place, but they do not control that. They're actually sent to Earth.
Yeah,
To go
and that's
even
it.
deeper, they're just in different dimensions. They can travel through dimensions, and so
Mm-hmm. And
that's
that's
how
a
they
common
lurk.
misconception by religion is
Yes.
they trick you, like, nope, they're not here, they're in
Yes.
hell.
Yep. So
Bullshit.
nope. If you read it closely, they were condemned to earth.
Mm-hmm.
When Jesus Christ is in the flesh, he says that Satan is the king of the earth, and he actually refers to him as God of the earth. It's the only time he ever refers to anyone other than the Father as God. Fun fact,
He refers to Satan
as God
as
of the
God of
earth.
the earth.
Yes. And he still is to this day. And so, anyways, the angels are cast down and they get the bright idea to just go sleep with a bunch of human women.
Everybody wants human ass. Come on, bro.
Yeah, bro, come on
Human
now.
Earth girls are easy.
Yeah,
Come
bro.
on now.
You know how much running us humans had to do back in the day, bro? They were looking fit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, oh, come on, bro. Imagine like, 2 years after the Nephilim get there and you're a human dude. You gotta, you know, you gotta provide something against a Nephilim dick that's just swinging like a pendulum.
Oh yeah, that shit pokes the girl in the back of the neck for sure, bro. Oh boy.
Oh, God.
So they have sex with human women, and then the crossing of angel divine being DNA with human DNA creates atrocity,
Yeah.
complete mutiny. And so what's born is it could be lots of things. The most common one though is just a giant creatures that grow to be as tall as cedar trees, according to the Bible. And a cedar tree is almost 50 feet tall.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So
Which I mean, well, we'll talk about Goliath, you know.
yeah, yeah, those are the small ones.
Yeah.
And
Like the
so
giant of
now,
Kandahar. That's a small version of
yeah,
what these monsters were capable of
yes. And so
creating.
now the people that are into this are starting to figure out like Nephilims were all kinds of the mythological creatures that you look into.
No
Dragons,
shit.
that's another one we have to go into, bro. So many
Yes.
people think dragons are real. I
I
would just say that they're Nephilim.
I would also agree that dragons could very much possibly be real. And, you know, the scientists will argue, oh, no, they can't be real. There's no fossils. And it's like, yeah, they
Right.
were birds. There's no bird fossils, dumb shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. Their bones decay so fast because they're
Yep.
hollow.
Hollow. Goddamn right. How could they
Yep.
fly? Okay. So, yeah, that's a whole nother episode. Let's,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we'll keep dredging forward. So, really quick, I want to take a little aside. You're talking about, you know, gods mating with humans, and this parallels in a lot of different teachings that, you know, or not teachings, but like cultures that came up. It happens in Greek mythology. It happens in fucking Aztec shit. There he is, the
Okay.
lurking boy. Man, I love you, motherfucker. Sorry, folks. That's the boy right there. I had to give him some love. All right. But um, there's all these stories of gods having relations with humans, and they create these fucking superhumans.
Yes.
Hercules is one of the most popular of the.
Demigods.
That's what they call them, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, in the Greek and the Roman, you know, mythologies.
Yep.
And yeah, it's just so cool. It's so
No,
cool to
that's
see the different stories paralleled.
all that stuff is so fun, man.
I
And so
love it.
yeah, so they create these giant beings on the earth and they start to rule the earth totally, obviously.
Yeah.
They completely take over the earth, which
Well, we
is
have no competition. I mean, come on.
yeah.
They're
So
half God.
you can go down the rabbit hole of like maybe that's where all the ancient mythologies come from. Maybe there
Oh,
really was a giant person who claimed to be the god of thunder because he could control lightning, because he's a
yeah.
half angel. And so
Yeah.
you can get deep into it, bro. It's sick. It's a really fun one. And then you got to think all this crazy stuff happens. What the heck happened? Oh, there was a flood.
Yes.
Why did the
Yes.
earth have to get cleaned out? Why was it so evil? We're pretty evil now.
It
Oh,
was
because there was
because of this plague that was,
things that weren't supposed to be there,
yes, absolutely.
you know?
And that's it. That goes back to my point of the story repeating itself in different cultures. There is the story of the flood in every culture.
Oh, dude. I mean, a super fun thing about the flood is people are starting to look into when you look at the land from a high place, like plains and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You look at the way some valleys are formed, like specifically in deserts and stuff, and the way that they're formed, it just looks like the floor of the ocean
Oh yeah.
because of I don't know what the scientific term is, but you look at sand underwater, it has ripples
Yep.
because of the motion of the ocean, right?
Exactly. Yeah, the
And
motion
so,
of the
yeah,
ocean,
yeah,
baby.
yeah, not that kind, you know what I mean?
Yeah, get in there.
But,
Oh god.
um, but anyways, people are starting to look into that because the Earth looks like an ocean floor from high enough.
Yeah,
Crazy
absolutely.
shit.
And there's so many examples of that on the landscape in a lot of different places. Like, well, and it's not even a secret. Scientists know about this. They talk about it in the fucking history of the United States. A lot
Yes.
of that shit in Arizona is
Yes.
carved out from when it was an ocean.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You can't deny it.
You know, well, and it's like I don't know. So I have, and this is a very short tangent, but
Yeah.
I've got a theory about the ancient trees, bro, and who cut down all the fucking
Oh,
big
I've seen those videos, bro.
some Lorax shit. But listen, they try to write it away as if no, come on, those plateaus were formed when it was an ocean. You know,
Yeah,
they just give us some crumbs, bro. Fuck you. That's not real to me. It's
right.
bullshit. Who cut down the trees? That's what I want to know.
Um, anyways,
Sorry,
no,
I
no,
had to
no,
rant
not
about the
you. Both of
goddamn
us.
trees.
Both
I
of
feel
us.
like the
We went deep. We
Lorax.
went deep. But that's the fun part. Anyways, Nephilim.
Yes.
In the Bible, they mentioned some giants that became kings, super powerful. One is Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh
Yes.
ruled over a huge amount of people,
God, and I've
and
this is a very short tangent, but I've
yeah,
listened to the tales of Gilgamesh,
yeah,
and he has an or the epic. That's what they call it, the epic of Gilgamesh,
yes,
and it's fantastic. It is
yes, and
such a
so
good story.
oh, it's so good. And Gilgamesh was actually like he did good by the people. He tried to
Mm-hmm.
serve and be a good protector and stuff like that. He ended up going and fighting a giant beast, and you can read about the story
Well, and
literally wherever.
he searched out the knowledge of like the time before the flood. He went and
Yes,
met Enoch.
yes,
That was like his journey. His final destination was meeting Enoch, the fucking what was that? He was like the grandfather of Noah, right?
yeah,
Yeah, dude.
yeah, he is. And so that's a good point that you just brought up. Some Nephilim obviously survived the flood with the technology they had.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just said, Gilgamesh went like was searching for stuff before the flood, right?
Yeah.
Like so some of them survived. I couldn't tell you how, probably because of those damn trees.
Those
But
goddamn trees. Oh, I love the trees. Love them.
anyways, so Gilgamesh, obviously Nephilim, superhuman being. Um, this will blow your mind. Tell us about the emails, Cam.
Okay, yeah, brother. Oh, this is perfect full circle type shit.
Yep.
So, in the Hillary emails, alongside all her fucking cheese pizza orders and hot dog orders, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
She was also, Jesus Christ. She was also sending emails to the U.S. military asking where they buried the Nephilim.
The FBI.
Is that who it was? It was the
Yeah.
FBI?
Yeah, she emails with the FBI or an FBI agent. And
Yeah.
she didn't just ask for debriefing on the Nephilim. She said, I would like to know the location of Gilgamesh's grave." That's what she said. And anyone can go and find that right now, I promise you.
Go look it up. We're not
So it's
talking
like
bullshit.
what so it's like what the fuck, dude? So if
Dude,
Nephilim are real, what does that mean?
means that Hillary's a cunt. I don't know what it means.
It means that all that shit I just said is accurate unless they come from a different origin, of course.
Yeah.
Maybe Nephilim are aliens. Maybe they're
Well, it's
octopus.
exactly. That's the other theory is that they're aliens, that the
Yeah.
Anunnaki bred
Anunnaki,
with
yeah.
humans, and like that's the other theory. And I don't subscribe to any of these theories, but it's
Right. Me neither.
very compelling shit, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so weird. Why would she ask that? We got to have a whole episode on Hillary because
We should.
she's got some shit,
Yeah. All
and
right.
the Clintons as a whole.
Oh yeah.
We'll
All
go
right,
into
Cam.
it. This.
Give the audience your best ocean motion while I grab a beer.
All right, all right, all right, all right. A little ocean motion time. Ah, yeah. You guys are just gonna get one because you know I don't want to waste any of your time in case you're listening and you're not watching the video. But I'm glad you guys tuned in because me and my boy Avery were very excited to bring this podcast to you guys. And this is something we always talk about. We're always into podcasts and listening to conspiracies and shit. We've been balls deep into conspiracies since we were like 14, 15. You know, we were in history class talking
Yes.
about this kind of shit, you know, and it just makes me stoked that we can finally bring this to the people because I think this is something that not a lot of people know about, man. And it's important that we get this information out to the people.
Yes, yes. We definitely will go super deep into government stuff,
Mm-hmm.
all
Goddamn
that
right.
stuff. but we'll also keep it fun with the fun conversation
Yes, yeah, we're gonna
markers.
keep it. Yeah, we got to keep it light, but we also need to fucking expose the people to the truth a little
Yeah,
bit.
right hand.
People like to be, yeah, yeah, a little sneaky right overhand left. That's what we'll give the people. All right.
Yes, sir.
I love it. I love it, bro. I'm so excited that we're doing this together.
I know.
We're gonna fucking we're gonna expose some truth to the masses, and we're also gonna learn more because it's gonna encourage us to do the research
Yes,
to
sir.
give it to the people. I'm so excited for this opportunity. I can't wait, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Can't
dude.
wait,
That was good. You think that was good?
dude. Yes, I
We got
love it.
we got 4 minutes left. I think we could just kind of end it.
Yes, it's
Not the
time.
call, not the call. I want to talk to you still, but
Yep, I'll end the recording.